Hello, and welcome back once again to Infinite Jeff, the project wherein I, the man called Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest to you, ostensibly, ideally, one page at a time, one day at a time. Then I put it on YouTube, and a person listens to it, and I appreciate it. Um, Coffee. It's delicious. Gets me through my morning. Currently 8:59, February 14th, 2021. It's Valentine's Day. Cool. Um, yeah, recording this. Then I gotta go to work at some point. So that'll be fun. Love work. Work. But this is page number 362. Here we go. Down to Provident under Gately's direct new resident supervision. She says she finds even the word miracle preferable to the constant AA talk about the grace of God, which reminds her of whenever she grew up, where she's indicated places of worship were often aluminum trailers or fiberboard shacks, and churchgoers played with copperheads in the services to honor something about serpents and tongues. Gately's also observed how Erdides also got that Tufts Howard way of speaking without seeming to move his lower jaw. It's as if it's its own country or something, Erdide complains, legs crossed in maybe a bit of a faggy schoolboy way, looking around at the raffle break, sitting in Gately's generous shadow. The first time I ever talked, over at St. E's meeting on Wednesday, somebody comes up after the Lord's Prayer and says, "Good to hear you. I really ID with that bottom you were sharing about, the isolating, the can't and can't. It's the greenest I've felt in months, hearing you." And then gives me this raffle ticket with his phone number that I didn't ask for, and says I'm right where I'm supposed to be, which I have to say I found a bit patronizing. The best noise Gately produces is his laugh, which booms and reassures, and a certain haunted hardness goes out of his face when he laughs. Like most huge men, Gately is kind of a high horse speaking voice. His larynx sounds compressed. I still hate that right where you're supposed to be thing, he says, laughing. He likes Erdide, sitting, looks right up at him and cocks his head slightly to let Gately know that he's got his full attention. Gately doesn't know that this is a requisite for a white-collar job where you have to show you're attending fully to clients who are paying major sums and expect you an overt display of full attention. Gately is still not yet a good judge of anything about upscale people, except where they tend to hide their valuables. Oh, shit. Was he... Oh, man, I think... Didn't he get caught, like, way back in the beginning of the book? That's the problem with reading this, is that shit happened almost a year ago. And, yeah, he was a thief, I think. Boston AA, with its emphasis on the group, is intensely social. The raffle break goes on and on. An intoxicated street guy with a venulated nose and missing incisors and electrician's tape wrapped around his shoes is trying to sing Volaire up at the empty podium microphone. He is gently, cheerfully induced off stage by a crocodile with a sandwich and an arm around the shoulders. There's a certain pathos to the crocodile's kindness, his clean flannel arm around the weather-stained shoulders, which pathos Gately feels and likes being able to feel it, while he says, "But at least the good to hear you, I quit minding." It's just what they say when somebody's got done speaking. They can't, like, say, "Good job," or "You spoke well," because it can't be anybody's place to judge if anybody else did good or bad or whatnot. You know what I'm saying, Tiny, here? Tiny Ewell, in a blue suit and a laser chronometer and tiny shoes whose shine you could read by, is sharing a dirty aluminum ashtray with Neil Gunther, who has a glass eye, Nell Gunther, who has a glass eye with which she amuses herself by usually wearing... That's page 362. In the books. Oh, man. Don't you love And you have to get up early 2 days in a row, so you don't get a ton of sleep. And then, after that second day of getting up early, been up since 3, 4 in the morning, worked 8 hours, and then go over and do an escape room with friends of mine, and then go and hang out. And at 11 o'clock, 11:30, tap out because I'm tired. I get home, ostensibly, probably cumulative 4 or 5 hours of sleep the previous 2 nights, maybe 6. Not a lot. Definitely tired. And then I get in bed, and wouldn't you know it, can't fall asleep. Jesus fucking Christ. Might be because I had some booze. That'd be great if alcohol prevents me from sleeping even when I'm super tired. So, on and off last night. Tired. One of those nights where I just want to get back into bed. I suppose I could get back into bed. Sleep for another hour. Rest my eyes. But I got stuff to do, and I'm already up. And I already had a bunch of coffee, so it just sucks. It just sucks. But anyway, that was page number 362. I think we're less than a week out from coming up on a year. Let's see when my first upload was. Let me try to Jeff. Edit. When was this uploaded? February 23rd. So, yeah. Just about a year coming up on. So, anyway, have a good night.